Options trading has become very popular over the last few years. NetPic's own options guru Mike has put together a hot list of some of the best names to trade in the options market. You can click here and download your free hot list to see what names Mike has been piling up the winners with. So it's that time of year again, the one where we all look back and we think of the things that we haven't managed to achieve or the habits that we want to change. So we resolve to do better in this coming year. We set new goals, we reevaluate old goals, and we really dig in to make these resolutions stick. But here's the facts. Unless you do something different this time, this year's resolutions are going to end up the same way as all the rest have, and that's failure. So if you haven't managed to change something that you'd like to in the past, then it's not because you didn't try. You already know that there's something that you're doing that you really shouldn't be. So let's say that New Year's resolutions are really not New Year's revelations. It's not like this is the only time of year that you're able to go on a diet, start to exercise, quit smoking, stop breaking your trading loss limits, and make sure you prepare for trading each day, or even start that trade journal that you know you should be doing. But the holiday break is one where, all of us, in one way or another, we take a step back from everything and we really have a chance to reflect on life. So this makes the new year a really great opportunity to make a fresh start. And you can actually see this by the number of people who actually start it with New Year's resolutions. Now, when it comes to resolutions, sticking to them is really an exercise in habit replacement. And the trouble with this is that the habits that we form over time become really ingrained and can really be troublesome to change. So if you're trying to change a habit, you're pushing yourself out of your natural state of equilibrium, your balance. And that's stressful enough as it is, but there are things which can make your willpower crumble. And one of which is trying to change too many things at once. You fail at one, and the whole ship just capsizes. Now, willpower, it's not an emotional resource, and it can be depleted. Arguments at home, trouble at work, or lack of sleep, they can all take their toll and end up depleting our levels of willpower. So when your willpower is already low, what is the first thing that's going to suffer? That's right. Things that push us out of our natural equilibrium. There's a tipping point where you know you need to change. And often this point does come in the new year, but it also comes at random points throughout the year. It could be after seeing old friends, an argument with your spouse, or stepping on the scales for the first time in a long time. But once you have the motivation to start to make a change, you really need to make sure you're going to be able to go that distance. And it's going to be something that's in some respects unique to everyone. But there are some common themes which can really help. And apart from the obvious about being specific about your goals, which is actually probably the last step, it's desire, it's passion, and results-driven motivation that's going to help you sustain the change. So number one, make sure you have a true desire for change. Understanding more fully why you need to change is a really great motivator. Research the health effects of not being at a good weight, or smoking or drinking is a really good start, as is identifying exactly how much a particular trading habit is bad actually cost you through the cold hard data. But there has to be a benefit to retaining your new habit once you get there. A new natural equilibrium, balance, it must be forged. Feeling fit and healthy, enjoying great clothes, or seeing a great income stream is really a good motivator. But is that enough for you? So you want to couple it with something that you're passionate about. So here's the bit where you might need to be a little creative. But if you do, it can be a really powerful tool to create a new natural balance so you're less likely to slip up. For example, it's not so difficult to get fit if you already know you love playing a sport. But what if you don't? What if the thing you're trying to achieve can't be associated with a passion? You got to get creative. If you don't like any sport, maybe you like photography, and that can be your drive to get outside and be more active. What about keeping a trading journal? Perhaps you're a whiz at Excel. I'm not, but maybe you are. Use that passion to create a great journal and fill it in. Or maybe you're really competitive. So seek out what the competition is doing and then just try to beat it. You also have to track your progress, because success is not always a black and white thing. It can be measured by relative performance, which is always a variable thing anyways. So if you're able to see general progress and movement in the right direction, then it's easier to maintain your focus and you're less likely to abandon your goals when you have a stressful period in your life. Track your progress and you'll find it becomes a motivator in itself. Making big changes in your life and work, it's not going to be easy as making a New Year's resolution. It takes time, effort, and moreover, a bit of cunning in order to change your natural state of being so you might actually maintain a new habit. The chances are that if you make New Year's resolutions, you'll have struggled to keep them before anyhow. So why not make the resolution to do things differently this year? Look, if your goals are worth achieving, I think it's a good idea.